Hello and welcome to this week in Dungeon 23. We're again in the Dungeon Scroll program. Last time we did this side of the map, uh, 201 to 207. Now we're doing 208 to 214. And the theme for this side was rust. So I decided to pick monsters that do like acid damage or rusting damage. So rust monster, Ankeg, black pudding, or undead with like rusted swords. And so those are the creatures that I picked from when we rolled up if something was present. And right away in room 208, this is where the trapdoor from above lands you. This is it rolled up as an octagonal room. I said it was a laboratory. There are still benches on the walls and shards of broken glass and broken shelves, and some of them have fallen down, and there's the smooth chute coming down, depositing anybody. Um, there's a stone trapdoor that immediately closes, strength -4 or athletics -2 to pry it open, but the shaft is utterly smooth. There isn't any way to get up there with climbing. If they have some sort of flying, they can get up. They're going to have to make a strength roll to pry open the door above in the room on the previous level. In this room, there are 5 skeletons wearing rusted armor and carrying rusted swords, and of course they will attack on sight. Room 09 is storage for the lab, so this was a lab storage room. There's mostly empty crates. If the GM wishes, you could put spell components or something in there. Room 210 is wine storage. So there used to be wine storage here, and there are a bunch of old casks that are empty now and once held wine, and there's a mated pair of rust monsters in this room, and they will attack any party that has metal weapons because that's their food. 2-11 is weapon storage. Remember, this is the basement, so I figure there's a lot of storage room. This was a place for storing extra weapons, but only the halves of spears and pole arms or the wooden handles of flails and maces remain. All the metal parts are gone. If they make notice rolls inspecting the floor or the weapons, there will be lots of rusty dust in the room. This is supposed to be a hint about the fact that there are rust monsters nearby, should the party go into this room first. Room number 12 rolled up as a 10 by 10 foot room, so I made that another privy. Room number 13 has a tunnel leading outside. If you climb up it, it goes quite a ways. I didn't draw it all on here to get out. And this is where there is a pair of Ankegs layering. They have a nest of eggs under the rubble. There's a bunch of rubble kind of over here, and there's a bunch of eggs under the rubble. So this is where there are Ankegs. Again, the Ankegs make acid. The rust monsters create rust. The skeletons have rusty gear, so this is the theme of rust. 214 is banner storage. So this is where the banners used to be. And they're mostly rotted remnants of banners and flags that were once carried into battle. They lie on the floor or leaning up against the wall. The east wall is completely black and looks wet. This wall. And it sort of glistens in the torchlight. With a success, you notice that. With a raise, you notice it's moving slightly. That wall is actually a black pudding, which will attack anybody that gets too close to it. The door is stuck but not locked. Athletics or strength -2 to open. And that is the rust section of this dungeon. So we've now created 2 out of the 4 regions, and I figure one region will come off this way and one will come off this way. I think we'll do this one first so that I can, because this can kind of go anywhere, but if I build this one first and it comes out over here, then this one's going to get stuck. So we'll keep going with this, and the next thing we have to do is figure out our next theme. So next week's theme, and I'm going to get out my playing cards here, and it is time to shuffle and see what our next theme is. Somewhere in here we need to find the werewolves, so we'll see if maybe this next theme is a good one for the werewolf lair. So cut the deck and flip over a 6 of hearts. That is heavy. Heavy is the theme. I don't know what that's going to mean. I really have no idea. Heavy. Well, I'll have to think about that. Maybe that could be the were creatures they're pretty strong. Maybe there's like really heavy doors or something that they use to block monsters from coming in. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. If anybody has any ideas, go ahead and put them in the comments. If you do it quickly, I might be able to implement, but because I'm actually not going to be able to do it today. It's a little late, and so I'm going to actually do 2 rooms tomorrow. I haven't actually done a single room a day. The last week or so, I've been swamped with some things, and I've gotten sucked into playing Pathfinder Kingmaker, the video game, to be honest. And then when I realize, oh, I haven't done a room, so then I do like I think the last 3 rooms I did all in one day. So I haven't actually been doing a single room a day. It's just not possible to always do that. I've got some other personal issues going on that have kind of distracted me. So I probably won't do anything today. You've got a day or two to give me some ideas for what to do with the heavy theme, and otherwise I'll come up with something. So that's where we leave it, and until next time, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been Dungeon 23.